What is up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at how to patch a white door like this. Now this door was made around 2013, I think, 2012, something like that. It's kind of that, it's not actual wood, it's not cardboard, it's somewhere kind of in between. We're going to be jimmy rigging this as a fix. Before we get started, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. I do lots of home projects around the house, saving you time and money, and share this video and channel with somebody that you know. And while I have you here, if you want to turn your hobbies into cash, just like I'm doing, I'm going to show you how you can build your own YouTube channel. Yeah, check out those numbers right there. Real income for my family with no prior experience. I built a free course and a master's course, and I'm going to show you step by step how you can do the same thing and make your own YouTube channel. Check the link in the description below. So we've got some spackling here. Yeah, good old wall spackling. And because of the color match, meaning white door, white spackling, right? It'll dry white. I'm just gonna apply that and put that on. This is so jimmy rig, but it's stuff laying around the house and it's gonna look great. I don't think you can probably tell the difference once it's all dried and said and done. Now the problem or the challenge is contouring this out, right? To meet the contours of the actual door. You can see we've got several turns and whatnot, and that hole's pretty significant. And so the challenge is getting this stuff built up, because we're going to be wiping this down and trying to customize the contours to match the door. So that involves a scraping tool for application, and you can kind of play around with it with your fingers. You're probably not supposed to touch this stuff. Put some gloves on maybe, but whatever. And this is kind of what I'm doing. It's okay to build it up higher because you can always knock it down once it dries. It'll be a little more difficult or require a second application if it's not quite high enough. For example, if that spackling is kind of falling into the hole, you have to, once that dries, you'll have to go back and put another layer of it on so that you can knock it down to match the contours of the door, like I said. So there's our first application. I think that looks generally good. We'll let that dry and then come back with it, but not with a sander, because you don't want to finish or destroy the finish of the door, but a very damp washcloth. And you can see there we've knocked down some of the stuff, but we still have some of that door protruding. So we're going to go to step number 2, put a little bit of more spackling on the application tool that we have, and we're going to build that up a little bit more. So don't worry about getting this the first go, right? We want to put a nice base layer down, and then we can, once that's dry, put our second layer on. So that'll serve as kind of like a foundation for it. And we'll feather that out a little bit. Again, with the concept that building up higher is better than lower. Looking pretty good so far. It's dry. And then we'll knock it down. And you have to be careful. I'm kind of using my fingernail to kind of go congruent with the contours. And the rag here is damp, so it's just very lightly kind of brushing it away. If you're too aggressive with it, you're gonna actually go a little deeper than what you want to. And again, you'll have to build it back up because you went too far down. You knocked it down too much. Okay, it's looking a little better. Now, what I'm gonna do, I have some acrylic white paint from the kiddos. I told you this is so backyard Bob, but let's see how it looks. I chose this white acrylic paint because it matches pretty well this stuff, and it'll help cover that brown edging from the door that's kind of sticking out. And then we'll feather it out a little bit, and it's not in a very popular place in terms of line of sight. But again, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell the difference too much once it's done. So you can see we've got some pretty sharp corners from the contour of the door coming down. So you would obviously have the option of trying to customize that a little bit more by adding another layer. But I think we're getting to a close point here where it's, I don't know, not 100%, but maybe, what, 90% or so? We'll let that dry. What do you think? Not too bad. I mean, Are you going to be able to fix this perfectly? A hole in your door? Probably not. So my standard is not 100% here, keep in mind. We can even get a little brush out and do that. Now, if you're not happy with that, you can again put some more spackling on it and just try to get that evened out as much as possible. We are a little dented still, a little sunk because of that contoured trim line on the door. But let's see, give you some different angles with some different lighting. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. So that was my super cheap backyard Bob fix, and hopefully that's given you some ideas on what to do or not to do. Thanks for being with me.